Well, everybody, welcome to Our Fat Girl. I'd like to first off give a thanks to All Top Overland Equipment for giving my subscribers a 10% off discount. I haven't posted a video for a while because I had an ablation done and had complications and ended up having to get a pacemaker. So I just was released Friday and went out on my first recovery. Of course, it had to be a Suburban, stuck in the mud, and we had to go and took two Jeeps to pull him out. Nick Hensley from YouTube channel Screamer, he called me and said, hey, he needs a little hand to pull him out. So we went out there, evaluated the position he was in, and decided where to get our Jeeps located to hook onto him and drag him up out of there. Now, this Suburban, I'd never seen this before, but this Suburban, all it had was high range, no low range. So this thing just was gutless. We couldn't, with its traction control and everything, it just didn't have enough power to pull itself up out of there. Because it really wasn't stuck that bad, but without low range, he really was struggling. But we hooked both our Jeeps up to it, a JKU Rubicon and a JK Rubicon, they're Fat Girl. And we had to, Nick Hensley there, he had to crawl underneath there and get it all hooked up to the tow hooks. They weren't the greatest. One only had one bolt in it, so we had to limit what we could pull on. We had audio with this, but of course we're in Wyoming. The wind's blowing so hard it sounds like you're in a hurricane. So try to speed it up a little bit here for the recovery portion of it. Once we get him out of there, it's the snow and everything is all gone, but the surface of the ground looks like it's dry, but underneath it's like peanut butter. So once we get him out, to get out of here, it had thawed more, and it even made it where it was difficult for us to get out. And you'll see here in a couple seconds once we get up there that yeah, we had to work to get out of here. Ended up having to winch Fat Girl and the Blue JKU Rubicon out. We were unable to climb up out of the trail. It had just turned into peanut butter and give us a good workout. As you can see, winched it out, no problem. It pretty easy when you got a 9,000 pound and 12,000 pound winch. And the way we're anchored down in the dirt there, the Jeeps didn't slide too much to get that Suburban up out of there, and it made it for a fun recovery. Yeah, this is one of the spots Fat Girl going down through. I can't believe the Suburban made it through this because it was extremely slimy there, but not horrible. Just a little bit of mud. But anybody that knows me knows I do not like mud. It's fun to play in, but it really is very difficult to clean up the vehicle afterwards, which usually is something that I don't care to do. All right, there's Nick heading on out. Um, he decided he was going to try to go up to the right there because it was a little less muddy. So we were hoping if we can get up that trail to the right, it'd be easier way out. Unfortunately, where the snow had melted, yeah, there was no getting out. And the guy we had recovered, he decided to go for it to try to go up that, which, as you can see, didn't pan out so well. He couldn't get up that. None of us could get up that. That's we had to figure out a different route and winch up over the top of this to get back up to where the power poles are, and made for a messy day to where you get to spend, $30 at the car wash and you get done and your vehicle's still muddy. So it's kind of humorous. And this is where Fat Girl slid off, got into some trees. It sure felt like it was going to flop over, even though I was only at a 14-degree angle. Nick was giving me a hard time because he said it wasn't that bad. And I was like, yeah, it was bad for me. My heart rate was tested. Um, it was fun. I admit I enjoy doing this, but sometimes you wonder, why am I out here trying to kill myself and slide off one of these canyons. But yeah, we had Gabe Gold with his Colorado up on top. We're hooked winch line to winch line so that he could pull me up over the top, and we're attempting to get up this, and then I turn around and hook on to Nick to pull his Jeep up over the top, because this trail was just too slippery. You just couldn't get out of it. I wish we had video of us coming in. Wow, it was a gnarly ride coming in. It was deeply rutted, mud. If it wouldn't have been for Nick calling me, I would have never went on the recovery. That's one thing I don't like playing in mud. It's too hard on the equipment. A lot of people love playing in the mud. I'm not a fan. And but yeah, we get him. You get me winched up out of here, no problem, and we head on out. So hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. As you can see, the spotter's side of the vehicle is clean. My side, I must not have paid attention to where the mud holes were. Have a great day.